Come on. There you go. 2 stabs. Use the corners. And if you get bit, it's not a big deal. Because the zombies, like, the damage they do seems to, like, you seem to have a little bit of time before they do a ton of damage. Like, they will do only a very, if you kill them very quickly, they okay. Physics. How did you get in the water? How did you get stuck in there? Oh, okay. And we get a coin. The dog coin. So, I kind of glossed over it, but the dog coin is used here. In that big dining room. Let me see, we need to go. We've been in all the rooms here, except for this one. And this room can... I just don't like this room. So I'm just gonna... I hate when that happens! Boy, that was a sturdy zombie. That last shot was unnecessary. Oh well. Go ahead and reload my shotgun. Still got plenty of ammo for it. Alright, still got plenty of pistol ammo. Definitely got plenty of healing items. Or go get some more shotgun shells there, and that's everything in this room. Alright. I got 2 of the 3 key coins. Where's the 3rd coin? Oh, right. It's in the, I remember where it is. It's in the kitchen. Real quick, though, let me go ahead and... just come out here. So they have those dogs over there. Screw them dogs. Dogs are very dangerous in this game. At least for me, because I am an awful, terrible shot. But yeah. Walk out here. I don't actually use the dynamite all that much, because it is... you have to charge it. Like, you have to... the way you have to throw it and charge it makes it difficult for me to use, so I almost never use it. But we actually cannot go in this cabin quite yet. It is locked. So we need the cabin key. And that's all the items out here. Just wanted to grab those real quick while we was in the area. Go ahead and save the game. Because we're about to fight our first boss. No. An old farmer, tired from a day of hard labor, falls asleep under the shade of a tree while his loyal dog watches him. So we want to put the dog coin here, tree coin here, and we need the man key. We need the man one. Pretty simple puzzle. While we're here, and you don't have inventory space in this. You have like infinite inventory space. I'm doing this because I don't like having the menu cluttered up there. All right, and the dumbwaiter is down. Get the pantry key, which we need for this guy over here. So, we need the pantry key for this, but it's gone. What do we do? Well, a young woman has been impaled on a wooden stake. Her expression is eerily peaceful. Yes. And now we have the Meat Golem.
Fresh toy for my collection.
Nope, screw you. And you don't have to fight the Meat Golem. You can actually leave him alone. We are going to fight the Meat Golem, though. But we are going to... And we're going to consume several drinks here. We're going to put some space between us, switch to the shotgun. And if this is the first time you played the game, you do get an achievement for that. So, and that is an optional boss. Go ahead and reload. Overall, you probably get less. You probably expend more ammo fighting the boss than you get in rewards here. I think. No, it's about the same. That's honestly about what I spent. So basically, I just traded some healing items for some ammunition. So we got the last coin. So I actually need to go the other way. But killing the Meat Golem also allows us to come back later for another thing in that room, which is why I did it. Old man coin gets us the clover key. Our club key. And the club key opens up these two doors. So we are going to go ahead and investigate them. Like I said, this game's not very long. It moves at a pretty good clip, which I think is important when you're talking about a Resident Evil style game. A lot of the I think the biggest problem with like Resident Evil 5 and 6 is that they're too long. So you can read that if you want. Get these shotgun shells and talk to the creature in the hole. Yeah, sure. Okay. So we have to find him 3 female heads. This is a side quest. It's optional. What's the old clock? Anyway, it is optional to do this, but you do get some really good rewards that basically make one of the... That was lucky. Basically makes the final boss completely impotent. Come on, just don't miss. There you go. Alright, items in the room. So we need, let's see, 8, 10. Spot key, a little bit of ammunition. And then, of course, you take this key over here and, you know, it's pretty easy. Clock key. And then we just do, no, I need to go this. And we get the spade key, which, if you go down to the first floor, opens this door, allowing us to get into the west wing. Are we done in the east wing? I think we are. Before we go, though, I do want to go give the creature in the hole the first head, or at least go collect the first head. We can give him all 3 heads once we have all 3 heads, but the first head is in the kitchen. And it is the Serene Woman over here. So, I think this is a character from Silent Hill? I know that most of the bodies that you see in this game are either these zombies, but the ones that aren't are, I think, all from Silent Hill. She looks familiar, but I don't remember, like, what she's from. Like, let me see. I need to go this way. Yeah, this is fine. So I don't know what she's from. Later on, I do recognize, like, the second head you get is from Silent Hill 2. I know that. It's the, I don't remember her name. The crazy suicide girl whose dad was molesting her. And then there are several, like, male dead bodies that are Harry Mason and oh wait. Wanna try that again? Let me see. Pistol. Nice. Health drink, health drink. You have to get them health drinks. Alright, and this right here is why we need the acid, because we have a fleshy wall over here. Maybe I can dissolve it with something. And if you come over here, there's a room with a puzzle straight from Resident Evil. That we cannot complete right now because we need 2 cranks. We need a hexagon and a square-shaped crank. So we'll have to come back for that later, but just want to walk in the room and get that on my map. And we definitely want the shotgun for this because screw these guys. So these right here are the most deadly enemy in the game that are not bosses, by far. These freaking cultists. Luckily, there's only like like a handful of them in the game. Maybe like a total of like 5 or 6. But they have guns. They have guns and they suck. And they also take cover. But you do get some ammo for killing them, which is nice. So I really like the pistol for in this game. It has a surprisingly large amount of hit stun. Where's your pistol? There it is. Gotta get that ammo, man. It's got a surprisingly large amount of hit stun and really good DPS. The problem with guns in this game in general is that when you reload, it takes forever to reload, and your run speed is a crawl. Go ahead and put the shotgun back on because oh, wow, I was really deep into that's a Dark Souls reference, I think. But we get a second lockpick. There's only 2 of those lockpicks in the game, I think. And that's the second. One opens the chest in the front room there, and another one opens a door. Let's go ahead and switch to the pistol here. But the pistol has a surprisingly large amount of hit stun. It's I think all the weapons in this game are hit scan, at least the guns. Got a very fast firing rate, and it tends to. What I notice is it stuns a lot of enemies, so it's really good to do a lot of DPS really quickly. So I want to let me get the knife out. There's more zombies, of course. There's always more zombies. But this one is over. Ah! Yeah. Well, what can you do? You know what? I'm just gonna. Nice. And this room requires a lockpick. Yeah. And in here we have a nice little cache of goodies. And a save point. Which is not marked on the map for some reason. But it's there. Alright, and this right here, we open this door to unlock it. We can go up to the... You step on these bugs. Bugs don't do anything as far as I've seen. And you can't... This is like the one toilet you can't flush. And as far as I know, there's like no negative... There's like no negative reason to not do that. Where is the crank? It's not listed as like particularly stinky or anything. But whatever. This, I assume, is a reference to Silent Hill 2, where James Sunderland, noted weirdo, sticks his hand into a toilet and he just goes for it, man. Like, just going for it is the best way to describe James in Silent Hill 2. Open that, get some ammunition. There is no... Oh, look, a dead body. And if you look in the mirror, there's a ghost. You can read that if you want. The Aquaverum. And a bloody wardrobe. We gotta find the key for that later. In case it's not obvious what's going on here, like, so we have the decapitated body of a woman. We need heads. Vis-a-vis. Anyway. And I need the diamond key for that door. I need to go back to the library, which is this way. Like, there's all kinds of, like, really good, challenge stuff for this game. That is very loud. Ow. There's several really good, like, challenges in this game where the knife only, the melee only, the no healing, no saving, that kind of stuff. But, like, no sprinting is just, that doesn't sound fun to me in the least. But now we have all 3 chemicals. We're going to go back to... Got to go back over here. This room right here. Just drop the other 2 chemicals off. No, not the head. Turn the crank. I really love this, like, PS1 aesthetic for horror games. I think it's really good. Another really good game to get if you're like me and you like the PS1 aesthetic is that there's a horror game called Alyssa that came out recently. I have it and I have thought about being it, but the guy is still patching it. Like, he hasn't, like, he released the game. It is in a completable state, but he hasn't added, like, all the endings. He hasn't added all of the items. He hasn't added... It's not in early access. He actually has released it, but he's got more stuff he's doing. And the next patch that he's doing, which was supposed to be at the end of this month, but I think got pushed back because he's getting married, is going to add... not auto aim, but, like, you know how in some Resident Evil games when you hit the trigger button, your character will snap to, like, the nearest zombie. It doesn't have that in the base game, and he's going to add the option to turn it on, which, quite honestly, just fixes the most major complaint I have with that game. I don't know how recording it is going to go because, like, he took the PS1 aesthetic, like, so far that the game runs. I mean, it stretches out, like, the window fits your whatever screen you have, but the... I don't know if that's supposed to be Harry Mason or not, but you can read that note if you want. There is, and I want this Magnum. I'm going to save the game. I don't know. I'm just convinced that, like, every single character that you meet is from Resident Evil. Like, every model that's not a zombie, I think, is from Silent Hill. And the reason I'm convinced of that is I can easily identify 3 of, like, the 5 or 6 models you do. So, like, that tells me that they're probably all from Silent Hill. That was the cabin key. Yes, it was. Okay, so we just want to go this way and then go out to the cabin. And I just saved the game, so we're good. And I already killed the dogs, so screw them dogs. 20 shotgun shells. That's really good. Oh, 26. And this guy, I don't recognize him at all. So, like, if you recognize, like, these models like this, and, like, where they're from, let me know, because... I mean, it's rough, buddy. And here's this crank we need, and when you get that,
Bueno, gentes.
so obviously the cultists are a reference to Resident Evil 4. And this cultist is really dangerous because he has a shotgun. So you want to meet him with your shotgun. And there are 2 more cultists out here. They have they're pistol cultists. So, you know what? We're gonna I almost always take damage with these cultists. So we're gonna go ahead and I guess getting a little out of order there. The old inventory getting a little out of control. But now we have our cranks, so we want to go the 2 cranks we have. We need. Go ahead and do that. I am a compulsive saver. I should look up a speedrun in this game. I imagine in most of the rooms, it's easy enough to just it's easy enough to just run past the zombies. We need the square crank. Goes in the square hole. That's right, it goes in the square hole. There's a crown right there. We need that to get past that man. That one statue, if you remember correctly. And if you've played any Resident Evil games, you probably recognize this puzzle as a thing that you have to do. The music in this room is like loud for some reason, and I don't know why. I know that like when I played the game the first time, like the flushing noises from the toilets were like absurdly loud. And like he actually released a patch today to fix that particular thing. So now we have the crown, which means our next goal is in here, and we are done with the manor. We are going to go to the... Well, we're almost done with the manor. We still gotta bring the creature in the hole, his 3 heads, but we can't get the 3 heads just yet. So. What's the closest save point? I suppose this one's just as close as any of them. And 1 second.